catfish. That's what we're looking at today. You can see that we are here in the markets. We're selling catfish. Now, catfish is quite a unique fish. Normally we focus on tilapia. So let me tell you in this video how we sell catfish, best practice, and you can hopefully learn something too. We'll start with the challenges that we have with catfish. When you're cleaning your catfish, you need to be careful how you do it. So you can see they've been threaded together here. So we've got Bright, who's cleaning the catfish for us at the moment. So this has come out of our freezer because we harvested recently. Put it in the freezer to keep it cool, and then it needs to be gutted and cleaned here. So we're doing that. You can see that the size is quite small for these pieces. But actually, that's not bad, because the challenge with producing catfish is generally you don't sell them at that size. You sell them much bigger, like a few kilos sometimes. But in a market like this, which is this is sort of typical representation of Uganda in terms of people's income level and their ability to purchase big fish. People aren't going to spend, 15,000 shillings, $3, on a large catfish because they don't necessarily, well, it'll be $4 actually, they don't necessarily have that money. So something like this, which is much smaller, I don't know, about maybe 100 and something grams, I would guess. It's much more affordable. So what we do is we gut it here, clean it, and then we chop it into pieces. So you can see here this bucket full of catfish pieces there. So that's in there. It's in a flour. And then Campurida here is frying our fish. So you can see it's looking nice and crispy. And then we sell it per piece. So we solve our problem that catfish is very expensive if you're buying the whole fish. And we sell it in a small piece like this. And then I'll go and show you where we sell it. But that price is much more affordable for people. Then we have our little unit here. So you can see we've got our signs or branding on the tent, which is very nice. I've not seen this tent yet, so it's good to see it up. We have a little cabinet just to keep the flies off, make it a bit hygienic. And then you see our customers, and it's got Aini here in front, Mercy, who works with us in powder. They are like buying the fish, and then they sell it, they eat it, and they pay the money they have. So we've got different prices depending on what you get. So let me show you the different prices that we have. The fresh catfish has just arrived. You can see it in these pieces here. So these are the pieces. How much do we sell those, Aini?
Each is 1,000.
1,000 for everything?
Each.
So each one is 1,000.
Yes.
And Madame is taking is this for your family, for your children, Abana? Or for you? Aha, it's for your children. Yeah, fantastic. So that's what we love to see. So that's the thing about catfish. You basically gotta package it right, because selling whole catfish traditionally, which is like larger, like 1.5 kilos, 2 kilo fish, is way beyond the reach of most people. So if you put it here, chop to little bits, then you're reaching customers in a way that they can afford to buy those fish. And then I'll show you once this lady's finished purchasing, I'll show you sort of the price range that we have available. So that piece that's just put back is a whole catfish. We normally sell that at 2,000 or 1,000, and then see that catfish head there. That one, there's not much meat on it, so we sell that for 500, which is quite our lowest price. But you can see the different wares that we have available. Yeah, and then you can see. So since we've been filming, it's probably seen like close to 5 customers, and people can sit on the bench behind. They can see that it's fresh, it's tasty, it's nutritious, and take it to your family. And it's really great. So I love the fact that we've made fish affordable and we can bring it to the market. So this lady's here has just handed over some cash, buying some more, and it's great. And this market will go on all day. I think it's once a month, this market, so it's quite a large, once every 2 weeks, sorry. So it's quite a large one, but we have other markets we go to, and then there's another lady who She buys the fish fresh, so without any of the added cost that we have for frying. So she gets paid, she takes up a bit less, she does the frying herself, then she sells it. So we have people like that as well. And then we can reach even more people because she can wander around, or she has a local community that she works with, and increase our sales that way. So when it comes to catfish, you're going to struggle with the production because they're very cannibalistic, so they eat each other, so you have to be a bit careful. So we've talked about that in other videos. But if you're going to sell it, just think about how you're going to do that, and how you make sure that you're making the money you need for selling fish, and that your customers can afford. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Do stay tuned. There'll be plenty more content coming, and thanks for watching. And these catfish chunks, delicious, very nice, very wholesome. Some good fat on there, which is what you want for, in this part of the world where there's not a lot of food available for people that they can afford. So yeah, it's a perfect product, and you package it just right and people love it.